welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. Today I have this fabulous fun card to show you guys. So let me move my camera down. Let's take off my little title. Let's go down. Here we go. You guys see my desk? Awesome! So hopefully you guys can hear me good. My daughter is supposed to let me know. Oh, I see a hi. I have a new mic, so hopefully it will work. I tried earlier to figure out how to make it work, and I couldn't. And then my husband came home and for 2 seconds could figure it out, because that's how it always is, right? But we're gonna make this beautiful card. I love this new Magic in the Night DSP, and so I made this card, and it's got a lovely front, but then yay, pop out spiders, right? Isn't that lovely? So this is a fun little pop out. It's not very hard. You have to do a few little score lines. I'll show you guys how to do that. And then if you had a chance to go onto my website, you can see that you can download the directions. You can get them with pictures or without. So they have the measurements. These are actually hyperlinks, so you can find the actual products in my online store, and then the directions. And I did actually do a lot more directions than I usually do on this one, just so you can step by step making the inside card. The inside, the Whisper white piece, which is this piece. That way you can totally see how to make this on your own. So hopefully you'll be able to follow that out. Okay, so let's get started. So first you need to gather all of the things that you need to make this card. So you're going to need your card base, which is a gorgeous great piece, which is, I just cut in half the 8.5 by 11, so this is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4.5. So if you guys noticed, if you had a chance to look at my instructions, I actually didn't say what the score marks are on the others, because we're just going to fold them in half using our bone folder. So you also are going to need a basic black cardstock piece, and that's going to fit on the inside. That's what's going to fit on the inside here, and that is 5 3/8 by 8 3/8. So that's what you cut this one at. And then our Whisper White, that's going to do all of our work, is going to be cut at 5 and 8. So 5 inches and 8 inches is what your Whisper White. And then for the front panel, we're going to need a piece of basic black that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then a piece of the Magic in the Night DSP that is, what is this one? 5 1/4 by 4. And if you can see, I've actually already colored on this. So if you can see, there's like the purple. I used the Highland Heather Dark, and I just added a little bit of purple so that it matches nicely with my gorgeous grape. And then you're going to need tags, and this is the gorgeous grape, and this is the Whisper White. So the sets that we're using today, those are all the paper pieces that you need. Now I'll tell you about them. So this is just a piece of the gorgeous grape that I actually stamped. This one I used. These are the Halloween Magic dies. These names are getting me, but in this gorgeous, I love these two dies. These are so fabulous. So if you can see, it's got the double, and you can't see it as much on this one because I've embossed it already. And then I die cut it out with my new machine, and then I embossed it with the 3D cobwebs, which is also a part of this suite that is so awesome. So the 3D cobwebs, and so this is 3D, so you just use the number 4 gray plate when you do that on your piece of gorgeous grape tag. And it doesn't matter where on there you put it. I think I actually set mine this way so I can have kind of the web little circles on the edges, because we're only going to see the edges of this piece of cardstock. Okay, and then on the other one, to make this tag, I just, on a piece of regular Whisper White cardstock, I stamped this tag image. So this is the tag image from this stamp set right here. I just put it on this big block. And see that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm going to color this one when we're done. I just stamped this in Memento Black on a piece of Whisper White, and then I cut it out. Then I die cut it out with that die, the other die, the smaller one. And I would say die cut it out first. So I find with the newer dies that it took me a little bit. I had a lot more trouble with the spider than I did with these dies cutting out. Um, but once that way you don't want to color it pretty and then have a problem die cutting it out. So you stamp it first and then die cut it, and then when if you like the way it looks, then you can color it, which is what we're gonna do. So that's how you made that tag, and you made this tag that goes on the front. And then I also cut 3 pieces of the Magic is in the Night DSP, and these are at 1/2 inch by 4, and that's what's going to go on the inside right here and on the back. And again, if you can see, like I just wherever this lace piece is, I just added a little bit of the Gorgeous Grape just so I could see what add a little bit of purple, not a lot because I didn't want a lot of purple. You could probably color a lot more of the images on here if you'd like the different colors, but I just wanted to add just a little bit of purple, which I thought was nice. And then this gorgeous spider. So I love this spider, and I love how well it matches with the the cool bat. See how it has that kind of Victorian swirls? The bat, so the spider from the Little Treats, which is an awesome bundle set. I love the Little Treats. It makes a super cute little box. But I use the little spider. That's what I used on the back here. Let's see that little spider. See, cute. And it has a matching die. And that's actually the die that I cut out all of these spiders, which is this one right here. It's a fabulous die. I made a ton of them, as you can tell. Love them. But what I really like is they have kind of like a neat Victorian design. Can you guys see that? Isn't that cute? I love, love, love. So I was very happy with that. These dies are so fabulous. And like I said, it makes an adorable box. Super cute, which I'll probably be making those as well. So Natalie, I'm going to holler at my daughter off camera. Natalie, can you hear it well on the computer? Awesome. Fabulous. I can see that you said hi. It's fantastic. It's so exciting when your technology works. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm so glad that it does. Okay, so we use the Hollows Magic Night, and these, I don't usually have a hard time with remembering the Halloween stamp sets, mostly because I love Halloween so much. Man, I'm having a terrible time remembering the difference. Hollows Night Magic is the name of the stamp set, and Halloween Magic Dies is the name of the die set that we're using. And then also the Little Treats, both the bundles, the Little Treats and stamp set, and the name of the die set is the Little Treat Box. So, very nice. And you can find all those in the holiday, not holiday, it's not what we're called the holiday. It's our August to December 2020 mini catalog. And let's see, where was the Magicus Night? So as you can tell, it's a gorgeous suite. You can see these beautiful papers. I love here. This is the Cajun Craze of the black version that we're using, and it has the 3D cobweb. There's these fabulous. That's the Hollows Night bundle. And what's awesome about bundles is that you save 10% if you were buying the stamp set or the die set separately. You save 10% when you buy a bundle. So whenever you see that bundle, 10%, it's a great deal. And we're also going to play with this magic mesh, metallic mesh ribbon, which I absolutely love. It's so fabulous. And then the treats, you can find it. It's like on the very back. It's like the last product, I think, in the catalog. It is. So on the last page on 70, that's where you're going to find that little treats bundle. It is so super cute. Super cute. So you guys, if you haven't got one of these catalogs, you can find the PDF online, and it's also on my website. And then if you want to request a catalog, I can totally get one, a physical one out to you. So if you need that. Okay, so I showed you all the pieces of the cardstock that you need. And now we're going to focus on the Whisper White. Like I said, this is the 5 by 8 inches. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to fold it in half and use your bone folder to get a nice crisp see. Just like that. Muy bien. Okay, so then once you've got it, you're going to actually open it up. We see we're going to use this line to help us when we do this, right? And this is the part that's actually going to be glued down to the inside of the card. So you're going to need a pencil, right? But you want to do it on the back side where the spine is up, so that that's going to be hidden. What we need to do is get mark at 1.5 inches. So I'm going to put my the center line here in the center of my trimmer. I'm going to go out to 1.5, and then I'm just going to make a mark right there. And then instead of just switching it down, I'm just going to move my half piece down to the 1.5 inch, just like that. And then I know that this is right here. You can see that right where the track is. So that way I have my 1.5 and 1.5 on either side of the center line. And then we're going to fold it back up again like this. And then we're going to do 2.5 inches is where we need to go. So you need to go 2.5 inches, and then right here on the track is that. So those are the marks you're going to need to do it here and here and here. Because what we're going to do is, and you're going to open your cardstock up wide again, and we're going to put those on our track, and we're not going to cut it. We're going to use our scoring tool. So you can put that mark there and the mark there. You can tell it's going to be inside the middle, so you can see it. Oops, got myself closed. So let's see if I can get it. So you want to get it so you can see your mark inside the track line of your trimmer. And now I need my glasses so I can see. You want to make sure you get it in there. So your mark that's on the center, and then you're going to use your score tool and just go down there, just down to there. So I need to do it a little bit more. Stop too soon. So it's down here, right down to the spine. See that? And then we're going to turn it the other way and do the same thing. And that's pretty much all the hard part that's for this card. So get that centered. Just like that. Did I get all the way? Yeah, I'm having trouble with that. Seeing exactly where the edge is. There we go. See that? Oop, I still didn't get it. With my eyes. I'm not used to using these glasses yet. You guys are seriously, Christine, but seriously, I'm just not really good with glasses. There we go. There we go. Now I got it all the way to the edge. And that's it. That's all you need your trimmer for. Then you can set your trimmer aside. And then you're going to take your, make sure your bone folder's happy. So remember, this is the inside. So the opposite of where we had our marks. So you want to fold it in, just like that. You're going to use your bone folder to crease that side. And then you want to fold this side in, just like that. So we've got that. And then when you close it, you want to make sure you've gotten it pretty even. I have it a little bit off. Glasses again. Make sure you've got it even, and then you can use your bone folder to make sure that you have it where you need it. There we go. And then just go over your crease and make sure your creases are good. Just like that, and that's the inside of your card. Super cool. Okay, so now you can do two things. You can build your card and then stamp your Halloween, but because the Happy Halloween is pretty long, I would recommend stamping it first here before you glue it all together. That way, if you make a mistake, you can always do a new piece of paper and not have to start again, which is terrible. So we know that this is our inside, and I know I want my Halloween to be over here. So I'm going to get I've already mounted my Happy Halloween that's from the Hollows Night Magic. I'm going to keep saying it so I remember it. It's a great font. So, This way you can kind of have it flat a little bit so you can get your, just like that. Muy bien. Yay. So there we go. I've got my stamped image is inside, or my stamped sentiment is inside. That's all I need to do for the inside. Now, on this one, I also went over the H and the other H with the purple to give it more purple, but I'm not sure I need to. I think maybe I was trying too hard. So this time I'll wait. If I need it, I'll put it on at the end. I'm not sure I'm going to need it, so we've got plenty of purple, yeah? So, oh, hi Karen. So glad that you're here to join us. Okay, so then we start on the outside again. So you're going to get your gorgeous grape piece. And that's our card base. And then we need to get our piece of basic black. Oh, I don't have a looking for the thing. Go back to the Facebook Live. I went to my Manicam. And then you need to make sure you fold it. So I didn't say what the score is. You're going to actually, like the white piece, you are going to fold it in half. And I think this is 5 3/8 by 8 3. Is it 5 3/8 by 8 3/8? Look at that. I have it right here. So yeah, 5 3/8 by 8 3/8. And then we're just going to fold it in half by using our fabulous bone folder. And then we're going to build it by gluing this on the inside. So I used my snail, my Stampin' Seal, which was nice. I felt like I really needed the glue because I was afraid that I was not getting it. It doesn't give you any wiggle room, and I'm so used to the wiggle room. Just make sure you don't get too much glue everywhere. I just put it around the edges. And I'm going to do like one side at a time. So I'm putting it in the middle. I almost feel like I need to stand up for this. Just want to make sure it's in the middle. Just like that. We get a little bit too much glue. Get so much glue everywhere. And then this other side. So we want to do it the same. There we go. And that is, make sure that we got that on there right. Oh, I think I got it too. This is why you need to have the wiggle room of the glue. Okay. I got it. Somehow I got it going sideways. Shouldn't have. There we go. Looks right. Okay. It looks like it wants to move. It shouldn't move. It just went. You just put it on top of it. I don't know why it's wanting to move. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay. I was like, wow, I'm making that more difficult than I need to. There we go. All right, so there's the black on the inside. I did get a little bit of the glue on there. So glue out of the way. Okay. So then we need to put the white piece. We need to put the white piece on. And the way we do that is, well, we'll need our glue, but we need the, got so much glue on my fingers. Man. Okay. Space. Oop. Okay. You will need tear and tape. So get out your tear and tape, and we're going to put tear and tape just on the edges. So we just need to put it on the tear and tape right here, and then we can put glue everywhere else. So I actually got this card, the layout and the measurements from Rhonda Wade. She was one of the ones that she has done in the past. I think she did like flowers or something. Super cute. So you just need to make sure you put your tear and tape at the top. Remember, we don't want to put any adhesive along this edge, because that's the pop-up edge. So we don't want to have any. Somehow I got glue on me, and then got glue all over everything. Work that out of the way. How? When you're using white, it's always something, right? Make sure I get all the pieces off there. Get pretty. Awesome sauce. Okay, so then we're going to add the glue onto the edge. And I'm just, again, like the other one, I'm going to do it once at a time. Because unlike before, once I take this off and stick it, it will be stuck down. The tear and tape does not move, which is good. You need it so you can make sure that your page doesn't come flying off. So I'm going to arrange it the way I like it. Looks like that's good. Then it's even. Should put my glasses back on. There we go. Now that side's down. And now we can do this other side. Just do it quick. Don't overthink it. There you go. I tend to overthink it. And look, I got that stuff everywhere. I don't know where I got that from. And then again, like I said, just the glue on the sides, but not right here. That's where your pop-up is going to be. And then just fold it over. Yeah. And then there's our pop-up. How awesome is that? So you can also, like, see how it folds back in? Nice! Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so now we can decorate, which is the fun part, yeah? Okay, so what I did first with this card is I actually went from the outside in, and I actually stamped on this before. So why don't I do that? Because I know that this one I do need to stamp. So before I put a bunch of stuff on the inside, I'm going to pop that down. And you could do your grape if you were thinking farther ahead. You could stamp on it to make sure you have it on the right side. Yep. You could do this first before you glue it together. There we go. And then I used the little black spider. I love this little black spider because it totally matches. It's just so super cute. You know what I mean? It's so cute. I love, love, love. Look at that. It goes down. Okay. And I want to make sure you're looking up. Very good. Okay. And then we can put the other pieces on after that. So I got that before I added all my other pieces. Okay, so you can wrap this fabulous ribbon, but what I found worked really well is to use a little bit of the Stampin' Seal, and then you just touch it and the sticky will go away, and it works really nice with this. So I actually cut the where did I do with my cut pieces? Or right here. I did cut this kind of in a triangle space. You do not have to. You can just make it so it just goes over like this. But I liked the way it looked when I did the triangles. So I'm going to cut this one so I can get the triangle piece in there. I had one cut already, but I have this. You'll notice this is kind of, it's not as bad as, oh, what's the other ribbon? There's another ribbon that like runs away. Every time I get it out, it like runs away. But this one's really light. And then I'm going to trim it so it's in a triangle. On this side. So I'm going to take my seal, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the seal right here. Not a lot. Just need a little bit if I can get it to work. So if you're having trouble getting your seal to start, you just do a little bit on your craft sheet and it works. And get it done. There we go. So just put a little bitty tiny bit. And then don't lose my triangle. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Isn't that super cool? Okay, and then do it again. So I just found that I made the triangles before, and one time I was clever enough to make it so it was exactly right, but it's not that much. You're not wasting that much ribbon to make it set on here nice. And we definitely want it to be on here as on that corner as nice as it is. So let me add a little bit more of the seal. Like, so you just need a little bit. And the seal is really having trouble today. I just put a brand new one in. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, there it goes. And then it just goes right over. Just like that. So then if you get it too much over the top, you can just use your snips. Get it in there. So nice. Oh, I love it so much. Okay. And then this one, we're going to go just like that to the white. And this is awesome. So this is the metallic mesh ribbon. I'm trying to see. Yeah, just says metallic mesh. Isn't that cool? It's like spider webs. And it looks like spider webs. It's so cool. Okay, and then again, I'm going to do a little bit of snail or seal. If I can get this to work. Oh, it's working there. There we go. Not a lot. Just need a little bit. This stuff is really light, and then we're going to use the spiders, so it's going to really hold. It's going to be able to hold it down. The spiders will hold it down. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got our spider web ribbon in, and now we can add all of those fabulous spiders. So I think in this card I used 6 with a variety. So just remember when you're putting in your spiders, right? You want to have one coming up, and then it folds down. So you just don't want these to interact. Oops, these to interact with each other. So you wouldn't want to put one right here because then they would catch on each other. So it folds just like that. And so you just need to keep that in mind when you're doing it. So let's see. And grab your mini dimensionals and go spider crazy. I love these spiders. They're so super cute. Okay. Let's make this one go up and over. He's sticking out. This one down below. So let's see how it folds. Very nice. And then we need another one here. And so then I don't want to put them all up on Stampin' Dimensionals. I can use some glue dots, which is nice also. Just like that. And like I said, the spiders help keep that that ribbon down, so you don't have to worry too much about the ribbon, even just that little bit of snail seal. It doesn't need a ton. You could just put it under here and fold it under, but I always find that that's just one extra step that when I'm trying to get this card in here, that was just one step too many for me. So I just did it like that. It seems so good. There's 3. I need one more. Let's put this one down on the bottom and remove this glue dot. Wait, I put this one on. Oh, I need my glasses. I almost put him on backwards. I cut a bunch. I die cut a bunch out, so I'm sure you got him facing the right way. But it does have this really pretty, you guys can see that. There we go. You can see how he's got like a little delicate edge. There you go. See that? Yay! Okay, so there's our spiders. And then to finish off the inside, man, that glue. I just got like glue on something. I wanted to attach my paper. I don't know what I did there. Okay, then you need your little strips. And like I said, I cut them at 4 1/2, a half, so it fits right in there like that. So you just want to make sure when you're putting them in that you keep it the same size of the on the not the same size. You have enough the same width of white, right? So that they match on both sides of the paper. Usually it doesn't matter because you're only just putting one in, but because we're going to match it up, we want to make sure we put it on the other side with the same amount of white underneath. So depending on how much white you want, and then you can just put it right here. Just like that. And I find it much easier to do it in 2 pieces than try to do it in 1 piece. And the variation in the pattern doesn't matter. It still looks really good. Just like that. And then while we do that, let's go ahead and put the other piece on the back of this one. So we have the third piece. I'm putting on the back too. Add the glue. Just add that to the back. Ah, yay! I love it when it all matches. Not pretty. Okay, so there we go. We've got our inside, all our spiders coming out to get us. And then, you know what? I have so many extras. Let's add another spider. I love spiders. Let's add some more. Let's add another one right here. And then let's add one on the other side. What do you guys think? Why is the one I messed up? Here's the right way. I cut all these spiders. Might as well use them, yeah? I love spiders. Okay. There we go. Like that. That's a lot of spiders. So I did put him in the corner, but because he isn't touching these other 2 guys, and it bends pretty nice. So it's whoa, it's super cute, right? It's super awesome. Love it, love it. Okay. So now we need to do a front. So we got the back done with our little spider and the Halloween, Happy Halloween. Then we just need to do our front. Okay, so we can actually build our front over here, so we don't need to do it on top until we're at the end. So start with your basic black panel, which is the one that is front panel is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So 4 1/8 and 5 3/8. And then you need your piece of DSP, and like I said, I used my dark Highland Heather to just trace around this little bit of the edge, just to give it a little bit of the purple. And we're going to go ahead and just glue this down to our basic black panel. Just like that. Got a glue on that. I've got glue everywhere today. I don't even know how I've got so much glue. I like it came outside. Luckily I have my trusty dusty eraser, which has seen its better days. I need to clean it out more and get some of the stuff. But you can find these at craft stores. I actually found a bunch of them at the dollar store, which is really awesome. And of course, you can get them at Amazon. This is actually one I think that we carried. We used to have them for a long time, but we don't have them anymore. I hit my microphone, so hopefully you guys can still hear me and I haven't messed up the microphone too much. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and take your fabulous, gorgeous, great label that has been dry embossed with your 3D cobwebs. And I'm going to add the bigger Stampin' Dimensionals to it. And I am going to use 6. There we go. And it is edge to edge, so be careful when you're putting it on here. You don't want to get it too off because it barely fits. Barely fits. So I love the spiders that are in the little treats. The spider that's actually in the Halloween Oh Hallows Night is definitely more scary. It's like a Black Widow one, and I really love the spider in the little treat set because it is the die cut, as it is this super cute. Um, it is this super cute with the little swirl on his little butt, on his back, so he's not nearly as menacing. So they're super cute. There's something about those really long legs, right? These aren't too bad, but these ones are really, and you this one you can actually stamp, and it has the die cut. Those legs, man, ooh, they're not as cute. Not as cute as the little treats one. And I love how they match the little treats stuff up to this one, so it has that same Victorian feel to it, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so then we just put that on there, just like that. And then let's color our label. So the label, like I said, I stamped it and then I die cut it out because sometimes it's hard to make sure you don't want to color it all and then somehow get it off so there's more white on one side or the other. So I like to die cut it first, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the light Highland Heather. So I use the dark Highland Heather on the DSP, but I'm going to use my light Highland Heather on these flowers. So there's not a lot of flowers, it's not a lot of coloring, but it is just enough. Again, I am using my Stampin' Blends, so I am using it on the surface because it does bleed through. If you have forgotten to color and you wanted to add this before you added the stuff on and you want to add color, you can go ahead and do that because it is there's another layer, so you won't have to worry about it showing through on the black. And I do love I do love using the Gorgeous Grape on the back, because if you used it just the black card, you wouldn't be able to stamp pretty stuff on the back because you wouldn't be able to see it. Okay, so I'm going to use the light Highland Heather for these flowers. I'm going to add some Weeping Stella after I do the leaves. The leaves, I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use the light Smoky Slate on the leaves. So you can go back in if you want and add. If you do it multiple times, you can get a little bit more color shading, even with just using the light. Or you can go back if you want it more a darker purple and use the dark Highland Heather. And then I'm just going to use this light Smoky Slate to do the leaves. I'm using the bullet point in both. Where'd you do it? So I thought about using like a green, but there's like no green on this. So I love using the light Smoky Slate for the leaves. Give it kind of that spooky feel. A Victorian goth kind of a feel that matches this very pretty DSP. I love the designer series paper. It is so very pretty. Okay, there we go. And then I need to add a little Weeping Stella just for sparkle. I love the sparkle, even though I don't have a lot of sparkle on this card. I just want to add more to it, although you can. You have these really fabulous iridescent pearls that would also look nice on this. Okay, now I need to stamp my sentiment. So I'm actually going to stamp, sneeze right into the mic, sorry about that. The Open If You Dare, which I thought was perfect for this card. So again, I'm using the Memento Black that I used to make this. And this goes here, and so I'm going to stamp it right here in the center of the side, just right here on this side, because we're going to wrap this with a piece of that fabulous ribbon. Okay, so here's my piece. So I actually somehow found, here's like the square that I made, the triangle that I made. Anyway, so this is actually a piece I just took a piece that I knew that was about this size because we're just going to wrap it around, and then I just cut it in half. So you can just cut your ribbon in half. This stuff cuts really nice. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of the seal on the back. My Stampin' Seal on the back, on that corner, and I'm going to wrap this just like this. So you're just going to add like the ribbon to be like the spider webby on here, just like that. So awesome. And then we're just going to glue it down onto here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And then we will use our Stampin' Mini Stampin' Dimensional to add our spider. I'm just using glue, putting it down in the middle. So you can of course pop this up again, but I was trying not to get as much height because it's already a thick card. So I'm not sure if you want to mail this card in the mail, but if you do, it definitely needs extra postage. You definitely want to like not have as much stuff popping up as you can. Use another mini on our spider. That we definitely need to have popped up, and put them in. Make sure I put it on the right side. Like that. Muy bien. So that is our front. Is that pretty? And then we can just put it on the inside on the card. So I'm just going to go ahead and add glue to the back of my basic black. Card front. Just like that. Muy bien. There we go. Look how cool that is. There we go. Spiders. Now I might have gotten too many. Like here's, like I said, the 5. You always want to try to keep it odd numbers. I added a lot. I love the spiders. And then of course you can have them coming down and off however you like, or how much you guys want to add. Spiders, you can go crazy. You can get a bunch of these spiders. They're actually quite small, so you can get a lot with your die cut. Isn't that super cute? Super cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's card. Like I said, you can go onto my website and find the directions. And I do have pictures on how to make this inside piece as well. I also, on tomorrow's vlog, I have a snowflake version. And this one I use a little tie. And this is the Snowflake Splendor. Snowflake Splendor Suite. So this is that DSP, and I used the die cuts, and then these are actually those Artisan Blooms sequins, which I really, really like. And then I use the wishes. That is actually from the big die set, the big word die set. I had it out. What is the name of that die set? I had it setting down, so remember to tell you. Well written. It's the well-written dies. So that's what that wishes is from. And then it's snowflakes on the inside. So very much the same design, where you can just add the snowflakes instead of the spiders. Isn't that pretty? And then this one I used a ribbon. So you can also add a ribbon too if you wanted to this one. It would be very easy to put another ribbon that goes underneath this tag to tie it if you wanted. You have some of that nice black with the sparkles that would match. Or even you can maybe even use this if you want. This does do a bow pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, you could totally do a bow with this if you wanted. Make it really fluffy though. Definitely would be able to get it into a regular size envelope with that, but those are. I hope you guys enjoyed today's card. Oh, that's where the glue is. It's on my paper because I got some on the back of my card with my handy dandy eraser. It's gone! Yay! So anyway, so there is today's cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed those.